Hello there. Tonight's brush is my vintage Peerless Restore. This was an old nylon, one of the old vintage 50s, I think, nylon brushes. They look kind of like a boar knot, but they were flat on top and utterly horrible. I put a Maggard 24mm Plisson type synthetic knot in it, keeping with the nylon synthetic motif. It's lovely. We're going to shave with that tonight. Our razor once again tonight is my Moershfelder, Moershfelder, something like that, M-O-E-R-S-H Felder. Danny Schulman, lovely barber's notch, wonderful big hunk of razor. And our soap tonight, I've had a little water on it, is Meisner Tremonia's Dark Limes with organic shea butter, lime juice, and essential lime oil. And it's just, what I would call this is a dirty lime. It's a lime, but it's really earthy all at the same time. Absolutely fabulous scent and fabulous shave. Fabulous soap. Lovely stuff. So let's move on down. And we'll get this chew on the road. I had this brush for like a year. When I first got it, I used it with the nylon brush that was in it for several months. I mean, as long as you did painting strokes, it was prickly, but nothing I couldn't handle. I have an affinity at times for the regular old Pure Badger type brush with that kind of scritchiness in it that I like sometimes. So it wasn't really that big of a deal. Now, if I tried to face lather with it, I think I would probably have a problem. But then I put a Pure Badger in it. But the Pure Badger that I put in it was out of a very cheap brush that I had. And it was just a really cheap knot altogether. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can get this puck out of here. Yeah, and the knot, because see all that lathery goodness there? I want that. Anyway, the knot just kept losing hair after hair after hair, and not, just your standard kind of hair loss, because I don't have a problem with that. A Badger brush can lose a hair or 5 every now and again, and it's no big deal. They're usually dense enough that, yes, that's glass. Love that. But they're usually very dense. They're usually dense enough that it doesn't hurt them, and they're a natural product, so it's possible that that's going to happen. I'm of the opinion you shouldn't freak out when it does, or think that the brush is bad. But I mean, this one just it would lose way more than 3 or 4 or 5 of them every time I used it. And so I like like I said, I like the Pure Badger knots. But this one was just not one that I enjoyed. So I thought, well, I'll pull it out of there and I'll put me a nice finest or something like that in it. And I never did get around to that. Other things kept taking priority, or in my mind anyway, I got to where I wanted to do this instead or that instead, and I just never got around to it. And then I saw that Maggard was selling their knots, and I started debating, hey, it's a synthetic. It was a synthetic in the first place. Why don't I do that? And procrastinated and procrastinated and procrastinated, and finally ordered it up. And I'm glad I did. It's fantastic. They're fantastic knots. Man, that smells wonderful. Nice and strong. Anyway, the fantastic knots, wonderfully soft, wonderfully dense. And I think for that brush handle, it was the right call. Lovely brush. Beautiful. Beautiful soap. Nice and slick. The lather on this, I don't believe you'd be able to see it in the video. But it's white with a grayish tint. And in mine anyway, it's got, excuse me, like little black speckles or something in the it's a unique product, and really nice. Not very expensive for a glass jar. You can buy the refill pucks and keep using the glass jar over and over again. I wonder if I can tried a direction that I don't normally try there, and I had to kind of figure out what I was going to do. Love it. Fantastic shave. Beautiful. I don't know if you can see the kind of specks in that lather. But it's really cool. It's got an absolutely beautiful earthy lime scent. Just lovely. I probably could add a bit more water to this. Probably should have, actually. And it would be even slicker. That's a bit dry from what I normally lather with soap, but beautiful. Nick myself right there. Move the blade that way. It's not bleeding right now, but it will. My hand jerked and it did it. Lovely. Sometimes, if the cut is not deep, it takes a while for me to bleed. And then sometimes, not long at all. Just depending. Love this razor. Again, if you're watching, thank you, Danny. I'm going to make another pass right underneath around my neck. I know a lot of guys have trouble with south to north on the neck. If you have that with a straight, my opinion, no. You're using pressure, you shouldn't. If your razor is sharp enough, there is no need of any pressure. That's lovely. So one of or one or two things usually are happening when you get irritation with a straight razor, and that is either A, you're using too much pressure, or B, your razor is dull, or C, you're using too much pressure because your razor is dull and you're trying to make it cut. There should be absolutely no pressure in using a straight. It should be that sharp. There's an old axiom: shave the lather, not the face. I'm going to use some Williams Electric Shave Frost Line Vintage. Haven't got very much of it left, but it's lovely stuff. But anyway, that's an old axiom. I would recommend, if you're just starting out straight shaving and you want to see that no pressure, a lot of guys like me, when I shave, I'm not using any pressure, but it looks like I'm using a heavier hand than what I am sometimes. At least to me, when I watch the video beforehand to make sure it's suitable to be uploaded to YouTube. It doesn't look to me like I'm using as light of a hand, that's lovely, as I actually am. So I would recommend that you watch Caleb McCullough. I'm subscribed to him. I would recommend you subscribe to him too. His technique with a straight razor, you can see without a shadow of a doubt just how beautifully light of a touch you should have on a straight razor to shave with one. And so I definitely recommend you check him out. All right. Thank you for coming along with me. God bless you. And I'll talk to you later.